What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I got a few more new parts for my Springfield Prodigy. If you didn't see the videos I did on this, building this thing out, I'll make sure and link them below. But I got a few more parts to kind of accessorize this thing, so let's jump into it. I've had this Prodigy for about a year now and did some upgrades to it. I did a Holosun EPS on it. I got the full build out from Evolution Gunworks, got their mag well, their ignition kit, their stainless safety selector, their light and hammer, the stainless slide lock, and then I put a Dawson Precision magazine release in this thing with a stainless steel button on it. And I paired it all with an Atlas flat face trigger in there. Like I mentioned, if you guys haven't seen those videos, I'll link them below so you guys can go watch the whole process of this going together. I've been really liking this gun. In my other videos, I've gotten a lot of hate for the Prodigy platform. All the Staccato fanboys think this is trash. But honestly, this gun has been nothing but great for me. I really like it. But Evolution Gunworks just came out with a few more parts for this thing a little while ago, so I'm gonna throw those in as well. So I just got their new stainless mainspring housing to go on this. That'll go with the theme of this gun. It is stainless steel, so it'll be a little bit heavier than that plastic factory one. And then I also got one of their beaver tail stainless grip safeties to go in this. I think these will look really good on this gun, kind of round out the whole theme. Like I mentioned in one of the other videos, I may see if I can get a different Atlas trigger and go stainless with that as well. But this has been a great gun for me so far. I have no qualms about it. And all these parts totally changed this gun. Let me show you the trigger on this thing. So here's the take up, which is very minimal. And with this trigger, you can adjust that. Nice, crisp, clean break. Nice short reset. This thing has been awesome for me, and I'm excited to get these other parts on it. So let's jump over to the bench and then I'll throw those things in here. They have two different versions. This one is made to go with their magwell. They also have another version if you don't have their magwell. I'm gonna pull this apart and then I'll show you the parts side by side, show you the differences, and then get this stuff installed. So here's what these things look like side by side. Here's the EGW grip safety. You can see the top side of this is a little more fanned out, has a little more surface area than the part that comes with it from Springfield. And here's the top side of both of those. You can see it is a little bit more fanned out, a little more surface area, and not quite as thick this way. So it lets you get your grip up a little bit higher. Now on this EGW part, I am gonna have to file it down a little bit. I test fit it and it was sticking a little bit. So I'm gonna be adjusting the spring a little bit and fitting this to the frame of the gun to make sure it fits properly and works like it's supposed to. And then here's those mainspring housings. This is the one that comes on the gun. It's just lightweight plastic, and this one is stainless steel. It has that nice checkering on it. Very grippy. Everything else is pretty much identical on these two. I wish I had a little scale to measure this, but this is significantly heavier than the plastic piece. So I'm excited to try these out. I think it'll add to the whole theme of this gun. So that turned out pretty good. You can see I got that new beaver tail grip safety installed and that new mainspring housing. Now, one thing that I ran into, I got it all put back together, turned off the camera, started messing with it a little bit. This grip safety was sticking a little bit. It was sticking in, so I had to pull it back apart and file a few spots on it to get it to fit right. Now I'm not sure if that's just my gun, if that's all guns, I'm not sure. But I did file a few different spots where it was rubbing on the plastic and kind of pinning that thing back in. I wanted to make sure this thing is reliable and that all the safeties work on it, obviously. So take note of that if you guys are gonna try and do this. But it works good now. Like I said, that mainspring housing is a little bit heavier, help reduce a little bit of recoil. I think that adds a little bit extra to the whole look of the gun. I do think I'm gonna get a stainless trigger shoe for this from Atlas and kind of round out the whole theme of this thing. Also, if you guys know any holster companies that have holsters for these, drop them in the comments. I want a holster for this with the Holosun PID weapon light. I'm looking for it. My go-to is Four Brothers holsters, and they're not making one for it. It doesn't sound like they're gonna be making one in the future. If you guys have any experience with good holster companies that make a holster for the Prodigy with the Holosun weapon light, let me know in the comments. Like with all my videos, I'll have a link in the description that takes you to my website. I'll have links for the parts that I used on this today, as well as the links for all the stuff I used on this in the previous build. I'll also have links for all the tools and stuff like that that I used if you guys are interested in that stuff. One more thing, I am looking into doing some merchandise for the channel. If you guys are interested in some merch, keep an eye out for that. I'm trying to get some shirts and hats and hoodies and stuff like that going, so I'll have those in the near future. Also, I'm going to SHOT Show in 2024. So that'll be exciting. Make sure you're subscribed for that because I'm going to be trying to do a bunch of videos, getting information for you guys on all the new products coming out. It'll be my first time going, so make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and I'll check you guys on the next one.